'Cause we lost everything. We had to pay the price. I saw in you what life was missing. You lit a flame that consumed my hate. I'm now one for reminiscing, but I traded all for your sweet embrace. 'Cause we lost everything. We had to pay the price. There's a canvas with two faces of fallen angels who loved and lost. It was a passion for the ages, but in the end, guess we paid the cost. A thing of beauty, I know, will never fade away. What you did to me, I know. Said what you had to say, but a thing of beauty will never fade away. Will never fade away. I see your eyes, I know you see me. You're like a ghost
Here's the other blanket I'm working on.
All right. How we doing?
Nice. Good.
We're doing great.
Good.
Fantastic.
We're talking about crafts.
Matt's been bored out of his mind.
Listening to you
The
talk
only
about
one
crafts
here
while we
doesn't
wait to
know
get
how,
going.
like, sew or knit.
I mean, you could.
I can teach you.
You could teach
It's really
you.
easy. Actually, YouTube could teach you because that's where I learned.
Same.
I don't want to learn things. That sounds hard.
Okay, so
Good for your brain. For it.
here we are. So welcome everybody to episode 6 of the BOR, the tech continuation from episode 5. For tonight, let me go through and have the players introduce themselves and their characters. Let's start off with you, Scotty.
Yeah, so I'm Matt. I play Scotty Sims, aka the Rat. He is the talker of the wheeler and the dealer. Well, not exactly the wheeler. If we talk about the wheeler, I think that would go to the Nomad Nix, but as the name would suggest, the Rat, he's not exactly the most honorable guy and will try to weasel his way out of any sticky situation he can.
Very nice. And up next is Paradox.
Hello. I am Chloe, and I play the Nomad Paradox. She's just very crazy, but she is a living paradox. She looks like a bubblegum pop princess, but is not as sweet and innocent as she looks, for sure.
Very nice. And Reagan.
Hi everybody, I play Harper Young, or Ring. She's a bit of a crazy psychotic individual whose explanation of fun is let's go blow shit up. And hopefully we'll get to see that tonight.
Beautiful. And last but not least, Amethyst.
Amethyst is your former trauma team med tech. She has no reason left anymore to live. Everything she cared for is gone. So yeah.
Depressing about it. Damn. Every time.
Not painting a beautiful shiny picture of who Amethyst is, but that's fantastic.
Who is Amethyst? She's incredibly depressed.
She's the one that likes to hold her medical bag like
What's really fun is like you consider like Amethyst and what that stone picks. And her life, kind of opposites, and kind of not.
Gotcha.
Enough about stone lore.
All right, so Scotty, you want to give us just a quick update on the last session and where we left off, and then I will pick it up from there.
Sure thing. So, last episode, it just got the black box, or 2 black boxes, because we never found out which one is the one we back to our base, and we trying to install them to a terminal for Sebastian, the base's AI, to look at, but none of us are really good enough with tech to really figure out how to get the damn thing up properly. That's when we got essentially a new mission to where the target is a techie named Sawyer, who's out in the Badlands. The order on him is essentially to kill him, but the team decided, well, he's effectively dead if we kind of take him into the fold with
Gotcha.
us, so our goal is to try to just nab the guy instead of kill him. So we went out to the Badlands to a small settlement controlled by the Raffin, which are kind of just like these rogue nomads, kind of. And we went out to investigating. Scotty spoke with some colorful druggies, Ring and Amethyst, talking to a very forward individual until they drugged him and kicked him into a room, got where the target was from him. So we found the target. He was already under the influence of something, basically conscious, so we just...
That was an epic drugging, and you're just gonna gloss right over it?
Yes, I am.
Rude! That was an epic moment for Amethyst, the non-combatant, to just get the guy.
Man, you're a medic. You're supposed to heal people with good drugs. What are you doing giving them bad drugs?
I was
But
giving
anyway,
him the time of his life.
Just as we were figuring out where the guy was, a team of other individuals up and started lighting the place up, because we knew that there were other people looking for Sawyer than just us. So the place was becoming a war zone just as we grabbed the guy, and we head to the roof to extraction via combat cab that we got there with. But problem is that we have everyone up there except Paul, who is still out somewhere in the settlement amongst the conflict, and combat cab is saying we gotta go now. That's where we're at.
All right, that's a pretty detailed run up. Fantastic, man. So at this point, when we came out here to this town in the desert, it was, it's mid to late evenings. The sun was just about ready to go down, down over the mountains, starting to get dark, and we're a little challenged at night, but probably the best time to make our entry into this town. As you look out over the horizon, you can see the sun has actually passed down behind the mountains at this point. You just have that glow of the light off the desert sand coming up over the top of the mountains in the distance, and then blending into the deep night sky. And that's about as peaceful of a scene as you're going to get as you move across the land into this little town in this hotel. And you hear the gunfire, a few large explosions. You see an AV off in the distance, an AV-9, looks like a troop transport, flying in low, coming into the town. In the middle of the town, by a large, older hotel, like a roadside hotel, is where there's smoke, fire, and a major battle going on in this area. Looking out over that, you come to this AV on the roof. And the team there trying to get their target out of this area before they get killed comes in. The camera would pan in, basically looking over the shoulder of Ring, who's still standing outside of this AV4. Amethyst, this is probably the worst scene you've ever been involved in. Even working with Trauma Team, most of the time the situation was reasonably under control. This is far from under control. Scotty, you growing up in the inner city, may have never really experienced a true war zone, and even being in the combat zone in the city is not like what you're seeing here, because this is literally in a pitched battle. Bullets flying everywhere, smoke, fire. The air is thick with black smoke, smells like burning oil, wood, blood. Ring, you've just helped your friends get this guy onto this AV4, pushed off from the AV4, thinking, you know, I got a lost teammate. I'm going to go help him. I'm going to go make sure he's all right and help him into this. The combat cab guard, the one that's outside of the vehicle with you, is like, no, we got to go. We got to go now. You got to get on board. You push off from him, turn to look to the stairwell that you came up here on. And for a brief moment, there's a blinding light. All of your senses are completely dull, gone. The battle, everything going on, completely gone. It's black and silent. Complete quiet. Seems like minutes. It's only a few seconds until that starts coming back. Your vision starts coming back. Your hearing starts coming back. There's an odd pain in your shoulder. But you can see now. You can hear with a bit of a ringing sound in your ears. You see a form, a body, laying on the roof in front of you. Looks like it's moving around, trying to push off to get back up. The stairwell's completely gone. There's a large hole in the roof, and it's on fire. The hotel itself is on fire at this point. Scotty, Amethyst, all you know is there was a large explosion behind you. The concussion against the vehicle almost stalled the engines on this vehicle. They were able to keep it going, but you also were deafened by this for a few seconds. With that, Ring, it's all you.
Ring is getting there as things start coming back, feeling this excruciating pain in her shoulder. She's looking around trying to make heads or tails of what the hell's going on, sees fire. She's torn. She's both stuck in memories and the situation she's in right now. She kind of glances out towards the distance and she's like, shit, I gotta do something. Around trying to sort through what she needs to do, because she looks over at the stairwell and she sees that's not an option. Being destroyed. Kind of looks towards the edge. Can she see like, where anything's at this point? Or is her eyes still kind of screwed up?
At this point, your vision is just really starting to come back into play. The air around you is completely filled with smoke and fire, so everything kind of has an orange glow to it. As your hearing comes back, you first thing you hear is the gunfire, which sounds distant, but then very rapidly becomes very close to you. And almost seems surreal that you suddenly have someone standing in front of you and you feel a hand on your shoulder, and it's this other combat cab guard, and he's looking at you and he's saying something. At first you can't hear what he's saying, you just see his lips moving, and then it starts to come to you. Are you all right? You okay?
Kind of stands there and looks at him, kind of takes in her surroundings once more. She looks down at her arm because she can feel the pain from it, and she's probably expected it to be gone given her ear ringing and everything else.
You look down at your arm and there's a large chunk of steel, probably 3 or 4 inches long, that is actually managed to penetrate your armor and is stuck in your arm.
She's gonna look at it and be like, well, that's shit. She looks back and she's finally starting to hear what this guy's saying, and she's like, I told you to get those fuckers out of here. No one listened.
There's no way you can help your friend. You got to get back. You got to get on the AV. We got to go.
Kind of looks down for a moment, and you can see her at war with herself, because where she came from, what her history is. She's like, I was trained no man behind. Fuck. And she takes in a deep breath, and pain's, of course, starting to disorient her. Down she goes. Fuck. Find a way to come back. Damn it! Fine. She'll see her reach up with her good hand and kind of grab at the ring, and her hand tightens around it, and she's like, let's go.
Your arm is still there, by the way. So I'm gonna move quickly over to Scotty. So what the hell, man? Huge explosion, all this stuff. What's going through your head?
Primarily, it's time to get the fuck out of here. It's kind of what's going through Scotty's mind. But I think after that explosion, he kind of gathers himself up. I don't think the impact was probably as hard as him as it was on rings outside of the AV, right?
Right.
So I think at this point he's like kind of yelling ring just get in and let's go, and he's also continuously trying to bring up Paul, internal agent, just to see if he can't get any forward communication with the guy.
Yeah, you're not getting anything from your internal agent when you're trying to bring them up on anybody on comms. Nothing. It's completely dead. You're not even getting the crackling sound you'd gotten before.
I guess at this point he's just like, let's. He like Ring. He's a little conflicted as well, but he's like, we gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here. We can't stay any longer.
Amethyst.
Amethyst is already in the. Yes.
Yep.
So she is of course not arguing with Rat, and when Ring finally makes her choice, she's like, took it. She's just looking at her like, it took you that long? She like helps Ring get into the AV and starts to address her wound to fix it as much as she can out here.
Okay. All right. So, are you getting out to help Ring, or are you you're waiting for her to?
I'm helping her get in. So
Okay.
I'm at the edge of the AV, helping her in.
All right. So you got some help getting in the AV now, Ring.
Ring's just kind of silent, and when she makes the comment of, it took you that long, she's gonna look at her and go, shut the fuck up. Like, not even the same gusto fight that she normally has, it's just
I'm exhausted.
more like a little bit of the fight's gone out of her.
Yeah.
This combat cab guy that's coming in behind Ring basically just picks her up and shoves her into the AV, almost on top of you, Amethyst.
Amethyst manages well without tripping or falling. She just is squished as she glares at the guy, but just sits Ring down and deals with her wound and just looks at Ring, and she goes, look, we gotta go.
Scotty?
I guess at this point, they're rings in by now.
Yeah. Yeah, you're all three in the AV at this point. The one guard is closing the door, and he actually looks up towards the front of the AV and yells, "We got incoming."
I guess Scotty's gonna try to look out whatever he's seeing that is incoming.
You look out the side, basically the door window of this vehicle, and you see, I mean, everything is just smoke. It's nasty, but through the smoke, every once in a while, it kind of thins out, and you can see a much larger AV coming through in your general direction. And it definitely looks like it's combat ready.
I guess at this point, this guy's just gonna look at Amethyst Ring's like, "Get your heads down now! We don't want that thing shooting at us." Kind of his head as well, make sure the target is just kind of. He's just gonna kind of throw the target on, so he's as low as possible.
Okay. With that, you guys lurch into the air. This driver just yells back to you, "Hang on to something. This is going to be rough." And he just takes off the top of this vehicle, drops the vehicle down low, almost to street level, and throttles it up. So you can literally feel the inertia as this thing is picking up speed that low to the ground. And weaving through the buildings to get you out of this town.
Kind of sit quiet in the back. She's got her head down. Not really reacts right.
Amethyst is just staying focused, dealing with her wound as she holds on with one hand and has herself crouched, almost huddling into Ring.
All right.
I think Scotty at this point, it's like, I guess we're going away from the place. This guy's just kind of looking backwards and goes, "Die, you son of a bitch."
Are you gonna check over the your passenger there, Amethyst?
After she deals with the living.
Okay. So
As soon as Ring is settled and safe, then she'll go and check on him and make sure he's not dying.
okay. Give me a medtech roll, please. Oh,
There's a crit. She knows all the things. She knows what he's eaten. She knows who he's had sex with. She knows everything.
poor
Yeah,
guy.
where are you checking? I thought Ring just had like a problem with the arm. Where are you looking?
Oh
No,
wait,
not Ring.
that was.
Hi.
She knows everything about this guy. You can, I mean, he's definitely close to being overdosed on whatever is in his system. And you can tell that. You just don't know what it is. Obviously, you'd have to have some blood work or something to figure that out. What do you have on you or with you? Just
Speed heal.
Okay.
That's all she really would have is speed heal, but also there is a generic, I forget what the drug is called, but it is a generic drug that most paramedics or cops have that helps deal with overdoses on the spot.
Naloxone.
Thank you,
There
Chloe.
you go.
I would imagine she would have a few of those too.
Odd or even.
I'm gonna let Matt choose for me.
See, no, I mean my answer of course is speed. But again, there's a lack of there that makes me want. And you know what? Even Steven, go.
Okay,
Even
and
it is.
a 4. So you do have some. You have 1 dose.
She uses it, and praise the God, it works.
All right. So Ring, Amethyst has looked over you. I am. Did you allow her to remove the metal from your arm, or?
Yeah. Like I said,
Okay.
she's kind of sitting there not reacting right now. Like, she almost more looks like she's plotting.
So what's your bedside manner like there, Amethyst?
Hers is just focus. Focus, getting the job done. She's not being provocative, I guess, or she's not being offensive. She's not trying to, like, hurt Ring, but she's just trying to fix her.
Okay.
So, assertive, if anything.
All right. So you didn't just yank that sliver
No.
of metal out of her arm? Okay.
No. That would be horribly mean.
Gotta push it through the other side, right? Not pull it out.
Ooh, that would be mean.
No, that one would
That-
probably have Ring right reaching out trying to choke her.
That would be a crit fail.
Yeah, that would be a horrible experience. All right, so as you guys are, you come out of the town, he starts to pull this thing up. You can feel it lift up off the ground, starting to gain some altitude. You hear the sound of like a thud on the side of this vehicle. And the one guard that helps you into the AVs back there by you, Ring. And he looks at the two of you, and at you and Amethyst, and asks you, do any of you guys, do either of you have any idea how to run that? And he points up. And there's an autocannon turret right above you.
Amethyst shakes her head. She's like, nope.
Never mess with one.
What does that fall under? Is it shoulder arms?
Yeah, that'd be fine. It could be done with basic tech too, because it's not like a large apparatus that you actually have to get into. It's more of a remote style thing. So you're really just almost running it with a joystick, where you're telling it where to point and shoot. But if you've never done it before, then it could be a problem. How about you, Scotty? You hear this?
This guy's looking at it, it's like, well, I could probably figure out how to shoot it. Not sure if I'd be able to hit anything. Probably better than doing nothing, though.
Well, get up there then.
All right. That's Scotty. It's his way. Again,
this
probably is the best thing for him. This isn't exactly his expertise, but he's give it the old college try.
Okay. So
I'm gonna look at him and go, if you don't feel confident,
If you want to take my place, then be my guest. Just better than not shooting back at all.
So this guy looks at you other two, and he's like, "You need to get him behind those seats." And he points at your cargo. Get him behind those seats. And he turns around and pulls a strap down from above the door, the hatchway there, and clips it on his belt, grabs his rifle, and opens the door, and proceeds to lean out of the vehicle and start shooting.
Amethyst follows his order and quickly gets her almost overdosing patient attached so that way he doesn't go flying out that door.
And for you, Ring?
He's gonna look at Scotty and go, either you help her or shoot, take pay. I probably won't be much good helping him with fucked up arm.
If you think you can shoot this thing, then go ahead.
Alright, then help her get him moved. She'll
Right.
move up and, I guess, help out the guy with... Get us the fuck out of there.
Okay. All right.
Scotty's helping. The big man himself, tucked away somewhere, nice and safe.
The big man.
I think you described him as a little
Yeah.
rotund.
Yeah.
Short and, round.
Yeah. He's a wonderful, wonderful person. So Ring, you have a you have an interface, right? I thought you did. Yeah.
It would be in the neural section.
Because they have internal agents, isn't that automatic?
But she's got Neuralink in the forensic cop.
Okay. All right. So you can actually connect to this thing. You could jack into it if you wanted to go that route. Just do a hard...
That would be the way she'd do.
Okay. So you do that. You plug yourself into this thing, and immediately, as soon as you plug that thing in, your senses change. It's something you'd be familiar with, but you can literally feel the machine now. Getting a sense of the controls and things like that, because you've probably never done that with one of these type of machines before, but you know how to move it. You know, and you know how much ammo it's got. You know all the basics to the machine. This turret actually fires heated rounds, so it's like a uranium depleted round, and it's a heavy fire weapon. So you're talking like 200-300 rounds a minute is what you're going to be. That's burst fire. As far as targeting goes, it's not like targeting a rifle or anything like that. You're literally like looking through the scope of this thing. Not with your normal vision, but almost like a digital vision through a camera almost. I'm gonna have you roll a basic tech roll for control.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So,
Yeah, my accidental roll earlier was a lot better.
Okay, so you're having some problems with this as you swing that turret around in the direction that you think that the other AV is in, and you catch a glimpse of it, but the turret just goes, it turns all the way past it. So you're just basically aiming off into the sky somewhere. The difficult part is it's nighttime, so everything's black. So you're really just trying to find where the lights are at. And you catch a glimpse of the lights and then nothing. Now, I'm going to have you roll a cool check for me. So D10 against your cool. And what is your cool? Oh, you're good. You're like cold as ice. Okay. So you're frustrated at this point. You go. This thing's hard to control, and you didn't actually squeeze the trigger on it, so you didn't fire off any rounds or anything like that. You're guessing that this thing has about a 30 round burst, and it has about 300 rounds in it. All right. So back to Scotty and Amethyst. This crazy combat cab guard is like leaning out of the vehicle and firing an assault rifle. Don't really know what that's going to do, but you're guessing not a lot against an armored vehicle. And he's like screaming, "Yahoo! Yeah! Boom, 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 boom!"
Someone decided to take this job hoping shit was gonna go down.
I was ready for this shit. Been ready.
Born ready.
So what are you guys gonna do with this?
Have we succeeded in getting our big man safe
Yeah.
and secure behind the seats?
Yep. You were able to get him back there. I'm gonna assume you probably strapped him in with some seatbelts.
Yeah, I would assume so. I guess Scotty's just gonna look at Amethyst and is like, should we be doing the same too? Shoot at the thing?
She looks at him and she's like, me shoot?
Right, you're helpless. And he's just gonna do the same on the other side of just lean out. Maybe not like all the way, or probably not as far as that guy's leaning.
While Rat is doing this, Amethyst is gonna look around and quickly grab another one of those attachment things that the other guy is using and connect it to Rat. Just be like, don't be stupid, you idiot.
Okay. So you now have a tether attached to you.
Yeah.
All right.
Take some shots with this pistol. Just
well,
that maybe it's that special shot.
Give me an athletics roll first.
Athletics, okay. Not terrible on athletics. That is a 15.
Okay, so
And I believe I had a +2 to my
you did.
courtesy of Insomnia now. So that turns into a 17.
All right. So yeah, it's a little hard when you duck outside of the main structure of this vehicle, and you've got the pressure, the force of wind, everything. It's like putting your hand out of the car when you're driving down the road. That well, this thing's probably doing 140, 150. I mean, there's a lot of pressure outside of this thing. And that definitely, when you go to like reach out to fire your weapon, it's that hits you like a ton of bricks. Definitely not something you're used to. So I'm gonna have you roll a cool roll as well.
Cool.
Cool.
I'm a very cool. D10.
That's what they all say. Yep.
That's a 10, but my cool is 10.
Okay.
Well, what happens there?
Well, you pass the check, but just barely. I mean, this is some scary shit, man. When you go to you go to duck out of the side of this vehicle to start firing you almost lose your weapon. That's the first thing. It almost just the air just almost rips it right out of your hand. And for a brief moment, you're literally looking out into nothing as you're just flying through the air. That's pretty scary. You do manage to hold it together. So you want to try taking a shot?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Not gonna come this far and do nothing. So, yeah, I guess, Scotty, the air pressure takes him by surprise. It's rough. He nearly drops his gun. He goes, "Whoa, okay. You can do this! You can do this!" And he just tries his best to aim his gun at pursuing aerial vehicle. and take a couple shots.
Go for it.
Alright, so this thing has 2 shot, rate of fire of 2, so.
Okay.
First shot is a 20 for 11 damage. Actually, a 21 for 11 damage. And then second shot is that's a nat 1. I think at that point the gun jams.
Odd or even?
Even Steven.
Indeed.
Dang.
Your gun is jammed.
Does
Roll
it
the
still use a
3.
bullet when it jams?
It does.
Okay.
Just so everyone knows, Scotty here said even Steven, and it came out odd. Just so everyone knows.
Well,
just
we
so we're
call that
clear.
non-canon, all right.
I think she's making it canon now. That's what I'm hearing.
No, I don't think she has the
Oh
executive power for
no! Oh no!
So
But
yeah,
anyway, that first shot though, how's that going?
you shoot. You feel like you took a pretty good shot, but you don't know whether it hit anything or not. You're guessing probably not. I would say.
Okay, I'm just asking because I have a ×2 damage from the last session.
Ooh.
I just need to know if it's something I can apply it to or not. But it's sounding like that's a no.
No.
Okay.
No, this is going to be really difficult. Since you're in this position at this point, it's probably a safe assumption that this other guy is really just wasting ammo at this point too, because he's just shooting his gun in that general direction. Every once in a while, you might see a little spark, like maybe a bullet hit this thing. But yeah, it's not super effective. Ring. So you're gonna try and move yourself back into position to find this AV so you can fire on it, or?
Yes.
All right. So roll me a basic tech.
White roll twice. 2.
Okay, and you, as you're moving it back around, you can't seem to get a bead on this thing, so it's like trying to target it, but you can't seem to hold the gun steady. For one thing, because I mean the AVs are both moving, but as you're trying to target this other vehicle, it's just. You could try taking a shot at it, but it's you're not necessarily lined up and targeting the vehicle.
I would say she probably tries to take a shot.
Okay. Oh, what's this? Ring's got a +2. So go ahead and give me a roll. We're gonna go ahead and do shoulder arms for this.
It's a 10.
2. Nat 10 for the 19, and okay. So now you get the pleasure of rolling 8d6 for me, please.
Suddenly wishing at the ×2 damage. Not me.
All right, so Scotty, as you're doing your thing, you see where the guy with the machine gun maybe hit this thing a couple times. You're still trying to kind of hold on and get yourself out there where you can shoot at this thing, and you suddenly hear this sound that really sounds like a burp, and you see light rounds basically tracing through the sky, and it lights this vehicle, the second vehicle, up. You can tell it gets hit. It's not like destroyed or anything, but whatever this volley that Ring just set off definitely struck its target.
Like that point, Scotty, it's like holy, nice shot, Ring. Keep it up.
All right. Amethyst, anything from you?
You sure everyone's alive?
Okay. Hold that thought.
Maybe I could do something about that.
Oh dear, don't do that.
All right. So I need each one of you three to roll an evasion roll for me.
Say 19.
22 for me.
And 22 for me. I'm totally not copying you, Ring, I promise.
All right. So, Scotty, I need you to roll an athletics check real quick for me.
I don't like when I'm asked to make rolls like this. Alright. Oh no, that's a nat 1 for 11.
All right.
Well, see ya, guys. I'm about to do some skydiving for a bit.
You're
you know, it's always like
about
one of those
to
things
say
on my bucket
Thank
list.
you. You're about to say thank you to
All right.
Amethyst for strapping you in.
So you see that volley that the Amethyst shot off. You see it hit the other vehicle, and you're like, holy shit. And you see the other vehicle light up now. And from the top of the vehicle, it's almost like it's spitting little pieces of fire. And for just a second later, suddenly all around you start to hear this ping, 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 ping. And you can feel the rush as these bullets come in, hitting the AV4 that you're in. So, Scotty, you take 29 damage.
Oh my god. You're hitting the car, not me. Oh boy. Okay.
Sorry, buddy.
He has to give me something to do, okay?
Alright, subtracting my armor from that, which is 15, that 14 damage. Oh boy.
And the door gunner... Okay, so the door gunner next to you, who is leaning out there, I mean, he basically takes a few of these rounds kind of head on. I mean, he got pretty messed up. His right arm, which was his trigger finger for the rifle, is basically gone, completely removed, and the rifle's gone as well now. So he's not doing good. He's just kind of hanging out the side of the vehicle.
The other guy or Rad?
No, the combat cap guy.
Oh. Shit.
Rat, you get to tell us what that looks like for you. And you just took a hell of a thrashing from this autocannon.
Yeah. I mean, I assume that Scotty's not losing any limbs right now, but
Don't leave that up for Greg to decide. Tell him.
I was
he's not
really
losing
tempted
limbs.
I was really tempted.
I don't see no double sixes in that 8d6. No critical injury for you, unfortunately. But but yeah, I think when that whole volley happens, both Scotty and Combat Cabman get just hit a bunch of bullets, and I think Scotty, yeah, he definitely took quite a few bullets, and I think from where Amethyst is, they can probably she can probably see the point, his body flinch from the points of impact, and just the red sprays of blood coming out behind him, and he almost falls out, even with the secure and barely keeps a hold on his gun. He manages to steady himself at the last second before just falling out.
Okay. So yeah, Ring, you hear this, you see it shoot back from your vantage point. I mean, you're basically seeing it through the eyes of this camera. You see the other vehicle shoot back, and you know it hits. You know they got you dead to rights right there. And you feel this warm liquid hit the side of your face.
Being blood from one of the other guys.
Or maybe someone pissed themselves. You know, you never know.
She's gonna assume that it's blood from somebody else. She's gonna holler down at him, which one of you fuckers got hit and is everybody okay?
Okay, so here's your choice.
Amethyst yells up and she goes, I'm the only one not hit.
All right. So you have a choice, Ring. You can disengage this turn to check. So basically do what would be called a meat action, where you're not technically net running, but you are jacked into this machine. So you can go back to your eyes, essentially, and look around to see what's going on, or you can continue what you're doing. If you choose to have a look to see what's going on, you will not be able to return fire this turn.
Return fire, because at this point, if she doesn't take that sucker down, they're gonna be a lot worse off.
Okay. And roll me basic tech.
Yes!
All right.
5 to 10. Basic edition. My
All right.
special.
So, apparently this warm liquid splashing on you has given you some sort of motivation, because you somehow managed to just zero that cannon in on this other vehicle. Roll your damage. That's 8d6, yep.
Big dick. It's a... Ooh, and a double 6 as well.
Odd or even?
And Steven.
Okay.
That's a 1 because, again, you know, this is some more non-canon rolls going.
She had more faith than me.
I even did this!
Well, this is what we
said it
call a
with
non-canon
conviction.
roll, alright?
So yeah, you let off a burst. So you are now down 60 rounds. But you let off a burst dead on and just nail this thing. It's very well armored, so you didn't take it out or anything like that, but you've now plastered it twice with a couple of well placed bursts. Good. You needed to keep doing that. So, Amethyst, you also get sprayed. You see, I'm going to assume, kind of looking up over the top of these seats. You see, Scotty is looking like he took a pretty good shot. The other guy who was leaning out the window, our space cowboy over there, is ragged. I mean, literally, you look at him and half of his right arm is gone. And there's just this trickle of blood coming from what's left of his arm, and it's just being ripped away by the ear. And you can see that his chest armor has just been shredded. The only thing holding him in right now is that tether. Otherwise, he'd probably just fall out of the vehicle.
Body.
Yes.
Okay. Amethyst is gonna go over to the combat dude who's just flapping in the wind like a rag doll, missing an arm, and she's gonna start reeling him in, pulling him in by his tether, trying to get him into the vehicle again. She's gonna yell over to Rat and be like, "You okay? You alive?"
Okay.
Considering his head is out that window, like all the air and everything, I don't think he can hear shit right now.
No.
He hears nothing.
Yeah, I am going to have you roll an athletics check for me, Amethyst.
17.
Okay, so as you get up and start trying to move across this cabin, you make it, but you're kind of moving with the ebb and flow of the vehicle, and it's less like you got up and moved over there, and more like when you got up, the vehicle banked to the right, and you got tossed over there.
Well, either way, she's gonna go with the flow, like you said. Land on the other side, not caring about shiner she'll have, and start grabbing that tether, pulling the guy in as she just continues to mumble complaints and curse and just doing her job while just saying a lot of curse words so that way she can stay focused.
Okay. Oh, whoops. Give me 1 second. So, Scotty, as this is happening, yeah, you don't hear anything, but you hear that again, and you see that Ring has just fired off another burst, and it's spot on. She nails that thing again, and it returns fire again.
What?
Just
Better
keep
not
in
be
mind, I did give Scotty a +2 that you can still use. So.
I did notice that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody could have given me a +2, then I could use it for the driver of this vehicle.
Maybe.
So
I do recall you having some reviews from the last
Right?
Oh,
that's
why'd
right.
you do that?
Insomnia Night.
fairness.
That's right. I like that.
Is it from Insomnia Night? I thought it was from K. I think they both redeemed it at the same time
Okay.
to pretty much let you make our lives harder.
It's good stuff. I like that. So I am going to use one of those rerolls right now, but I'm going to use it in the party's favor. So
Nature calls. I will be right
lucky,
back.
lucky you. Okay.
Yes, very lucky.
So this hard bank to the right that threw Amethyst actually ended up helping the pilot avoid the burst of fire coming from the other AV. And literally, you see those rounds just go flying by, right out, maybe 2 feet from where your head is sticking out of the vehicle. Scotty.
All right.
And what are you going to do?
But pulling myself back, like fully in the counts in action.
No, I'll let you do that.
Okay. I guess Sky's just gonna take. Before he does that, he's gonna use my action to just fire off 2 more shots, just praying. I get that one shot like right into the Death Star exhaust vent or whatever.
The silver bullet. Got ya.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Go for it.
All right. First attack. Wait, no, I can't even do that actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, because my gun is jammed. So never mind.
Yes.
Let's not pay attention to that. To my next roll, would have been a nat 1 to jam it again anyway. That didn't even happen.
You forgot your gun was jammed and tried to fire it again, I'm guessing, huh?
It would have jammed. The universe has a way of enforcing its fate. So, yeah, that didn't happen. The gun still jammed. So, Scotty's gonna pull himself back in, kind of like groaning from the shots, like, ugh, I should not have followed that guy's lead. He kind of looks over to the guy and sees that his arm is gone. It's like, holy! I really should not have followed his lead. He's gonna like try to unjam his gun as quick as he can.
All right. So we are
Then
back.
Amethyst is gonna quickly say, "And you called me useless."
Okay. What's your reply to that?
Like, I'm bleeding. My gun is jammed. I don't want to hear it right now.
All right, so actually, I'm going to roll back to you real quick, Amethyst. So you that hurt getting thrown up against the wall. Luckily, you didn't get thrown up against the open doorway.
Yes.
Because you're not tethered right now. You tethered Scotty, but not yourself. So that hurt getting thrown up against that wall, but you managed to grab a hold of this guy's tether to pull him back in. And your exchange with Scotty tells you that Scotty is also injured.
Mm-hmm.
What are you gonna?
Has she pulled the guy in successfully?
You're gonna have to give me a roll for that.
What do you want me to roll?
I am going to have you just do a basic body check for that. So, D10 against your body. So it's really about your strength.
Nine.
Oh, no. I'm just having you roll against your body. You need to roll under your body score. 2 is good. So yeah,
Oh, okay.
You are able to pull him in.
So she'll pull him in, and after having that experience of having her face slam into the wall instead of the open hole of the AV, she will look around for a tether real quick to tether herself, if there is one. And then she's going to tourniquet the guy's missing arm to try to slow down that bleeding.
Okay, roll your medtech. What are a basic paramedic?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Or first aid, because technically a tourniquet can be in a first aid.
Yeah. First aid's not gonna do it for this.
It won't matter either way. 24.
All right, so you managed to get a tourniquet around his arm to stop that bleeding.
Yep.
Now, Ring. You just you fired at them. You hit them again. They fired back, and they missed.
And I'm assuming she can hear them bickering down below, yes?
No.
Okay.
Not unless you want to focus on that. That's the trick to this, is you use your action to either focus on what's going on around you or focus on the weapon that you're jacked into.
I'm gonna focus on the... Once them suckers gone and leaving.
Okay. So you're going to return fire? Alright, roll your basic tech.
17.
Alright, and that was a 9, I think, right? Yeah. Alright, so now I'm going to have you roll your shoulder arms.
11.
Ooh. Anybody want to help her out with that? You first off type in exclamation mark ring, and it will tell you the commands.
But a... Okay, so 13.
Okay. Anybody else want to help her out? She needs 2 more if anybody wants to help her out. So 4 more points.
I don't know if that worked. I'm trying to do it.
That
Yeah.
puts me at
You're on a cooldown, so somebody else is going to have to jump in here. No?
Yeah, on the cooldown because I didn't do it the first time.
Oh, who did? Yeah, you did. Right there.
No.
Chloe did. There we go.
Okay.
That's 15, and then I'll
15.
use 2 luck to put 17.
Beautiful. All right. So you hit. Roll your damage.
Meanwhile, Rat Bear is just holding on to all his points, not even offering to help.
I want to see the word.
One meat. Okay. All right. This time you fire at this thing. You hit it, and you actually you do some physical damage that you can see. So you tell us what that looks like. And that's a pretty good hit. You maybe see something come flying off. What does it look like?
So she's going to unload on this thing. She went from what the fuck ever, just very neutral tone, to she's starting to hit this thing, and she's watching these bullets away at the armor on this thing. And she sees that piece of the armor fly away. She's like, "Fuck yes, time for some fun!" Just sitting there watching. Fell away. Don't have fun. Way too much like fucking.
Okay. All right. So, Scotty, you have pulled back into the vehicle. You just heard her. You just heard the brup sound again, so you know that Ring just fired back at them.
Scotty, I think at this point, just wondering what it is that he can do at. Because his gun doesn't seem to be doing anything. It's a pea shooter compared to the heavy armor. And Ring's already up there with the turret doing the real damage. So he's just thinking. He's just trying to think, and I guess as an action, he's just gonna. I guess since he can't think of much else to do, he's just gonna reload his gun. It's just like a 4-shot gun.
Okay. Reload your weapon. Alright, so the other vehicle now returns fire on your AV, and see if your driver can manage to avoid getting hit. Oh. Hey, this guy is pretty good. He actually tied the roll at a 20, so you get missed again. Another volley comes from the autocannon on the other vehicle and misses your vehicle. Amethyst, you are up.
Me. My guy is stabilized.
You have him stabilized, and you have the tourniquet around what's left of his right arm. He does still have some other injuries. So I'm going to say he's not completely stabilized yet. You've managed to put the tourniquet on his right arm, but you would still need to take a look at the other injuries that he has, or take a look at Scotty. I mean, the main thing is getting that blood loss stopped.
Yeah. So basically, I'm just trying to figure out like triage and all that fun stuff and deal with the worst and the least likely to die. She would stay with him until like the major issue was stayed. Until that way she can go deal with Scotty, because he's also bleeding, right?
Yes.
Yeah, just a trickle, you know.
Just a trickle, not a whole ass limb.
Yeah.
So yeah. So she's gonna look over at Scotty and she's like, "You dying?"
Not quite, but it stings. It definitely stings. Oh, fuck.
Okay, let me stabilize him and I will go over and help you. And she'll pull out a morphine, like, jabber thing. And she's gonna toss it over to him. Use that on yourself if you want. Take away the sting.
Drugs for the drug addict. Fantastic.
And then she's going to finish stabilizing her current patient before moving on.
Okay. The speed heal will take care of that if you administer a speed heal.
She'll administer.
Okay, so that then gives you the stabilization piece, and he gets the healing. Obviously, he's missing an arm at this point, but it at least gets the bleeding stopped.
Yes, Ring is the one who has the birdies.
Right. Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
Druid also has birds. She actually had one of her birds on her stream with her to this evening. So, very, very pretty little guy. Apparently likes to bite people, or bite her neck anyway.
As birds do.
Yes.
I have ferrets. They're quiet.
So Scotty, you just got, sorry about that, Druid. So Scotty, you just got a morphine pack thrown at you. First thing is I'm going to have you roll athletics to see if you actually catch that thing.
Something awkward. It flies out the window. Good thing there's no way I'm rolling that one here. That's a 16.
Okay, all right. You managed to catch it. You could Joe cool the thing.
When Amethyst sees that he catches it, she goes, "Your thigh, in your thigh."
He's gonna do just that. Just stab it in and air hypo.
All right, so you now have that effect. The pain is definitely dulled, but so are your reaction capabilities as well. So your senses are going to be a little bit dulled from this short term.
Could I roll a resist, torture / drug skill to try to circumvent those penalties?
Okay.
All right.
Under
That is a 20.
All right, so yeah, your years of your history basically has come to help you with this, because this is nothing new to you.
I'm pretty good at taking drugs. Years of doing it has made me an expert in the field.
Don't do drugs, kid. You end up like this. All right, so back to you, Ring. Actually, you know what? I'm going to hold on just 1 second, and I am going to flip over to Paradox, since she is actually back at the Hive, and when they did tell you that they were going to pick up somebody. They're going on they had a bill of attainder they had to serve.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of left you in the medical bay. Kind of, Amethyst kind of got you treated for the injuries that you had.
Amethyst took great care of her. Had everything she needed. She even had a blanket and a pillow and a little juice box. Amethyst took great care.
Now she decides to start expressing great bedside manner, Yeah.
When she's in her lab, yes! When she's not under fire or threat of explosion. Sure.
Does that mean Scotty and Combat Cab Man are not getting juice boxes?
Does it look
Not
like
right
she
now.
carried them with her?
Maybe that's something you should think about from now on. Maybe keep some juice boxes with you.
Oh, okay. I'll just carry some juice boxes.
You
Baby.
never know how they could come in useful.
Yeah, I'll just stab you in the eye with the little straw. Just...
Wow, okay. No, I thought it would be something that could help you, befriend people. Now you're using juice boxes for violence.
Isn't that what
Okay.
the straw is for?
I thought Ring or Paradox were the psychos, but turns out it's Amethyst.
Always, never underestimate the quiet one. Never.
Yeah, obviously.
All right, give me just 1 second. Let me fix something here real quick. Okay, there we go. So that is fixed. Thank you very much for letting me know, Druid. All right, Ring.
Or Paradox.
Oh, I'm sorry, Paradox. Yes. I keep.
No
Just gonna
worries.
skip you. Don't worry about it.
So yeah, you.
I'm great over here.
I'm gonna. You're. They should have been back by now. I mean, geez, all they had to do was go deal with this guy. I mean,
Yeah.
you know what?
So
You know
We're
that
dead.
the bill of attainder that they received was essentially to put this guy down. I mean, it was a forfeiture of life. So they were sent out there to do a hit, basically.
Failed.
And instead, they bundled him onto an AV4 and are bringing him home like a stray pet or something. I don't know. Anyway, how about you, Paradox?
Paradox is now wandering around the got the blanket around her with her juice box as she's walking around. She opens up the fridge. She looks for something to eat, and she smells leftover beef lo mein.
Ooh.
She snatches it
Do
out
it.
of the fridge and throws
Do
it in the
it.
microwave.
I'm loving the idea that we all just bum shit off of Paul. Like, we're always bumming cigarettes off of him, eating his leftovers. Like, I love this, honestly.
He's not here to defend himself.
Or his stuff.
When he goes to
You get
listen
your
to this
stuff
later,
He's gonna be pissed. Anyway. Anyway.
I think he's got a bottle of whiskey in his room too. I mean, you know.
Yeah, she doesn't care about that. She just got her juice. What she wants. So
Facts.
she then kind of looks around, waits for the microwave to ding, and she kind of looks at the clock.
Mhm.
I thought Ring was faster than this at normal hit job. What's going on? So she kind of looks around again, and then she says, "Sebastian?"
No answer.
Sebastian, I thought they were supposed to be back by now. What's going on?
Nothing. There's no answer at all.
Microwave D.
You did. Yep, you did notice as you're doing this, and the microwave, when the microwave dings, you kind of notice that the lights are kind of dim.
Looks up at the roof, feeling. Then she gets on her internal agent and tries to call Ring.
Okay, you pull up the internal agent, and it's almost as if it's not there. You go to access it to place your call. Nothing.
She just looks utterly confused as she takes out the now hot beef lo mein. Son of a bitch. Hello? Anyone there?
It is so quiet that I'm imagining you're in the hive, so underneath the hotel. It is
commons area.
It is so quiet down here that your voice actually echoes through this place.
Somehow, Cricket got in, just chirping.
I love it.
They still exist.
Yes. Takes the now stolen lo mein, her juice box, kind of looks around some more as she's just utterly confused by what's going on, as she's now no longer connected to the world. She just takes a seat at the table, starts to eat very slowly, kind of just waiting for something to happen, if anything's going to happen. She kind of looks down at the lo mein and just says, "This isn't even good."
Oh,
Don't tell Paul that.
much more of a fan of orange chicken.
Right? Exactly.
General So's all the way. Anyway. All right. So we get a little glimpse of what's going on back at the hive. Ring. They just missed you again.
She's starting to feel a little pep in her. She's got to chip away at this thing.
All right. Give me a roll.
And
Okay.
Sick.
Yeah, that's
Only basic tech, or
so, no. Basic tech is for the targeting, and you are not able to get targeted on this thing, not at all. Both of these vehicles are kind of weaving back and forth at this point. They're at high speed. You can't. The last shot, you were actually, well, 2 shots ago, you were actually dead on. You were able to lock onto this thing and blast it. Last time you did pretty good. You hit it. This time you just can't seem to. You cannot seem to get a dead shot on this. You can go ahead and fire if you wish.
yeah, she's gonna.
Okay. Roll. Okay. Nope. So the 16 does not hit. You basically send a burst of rounds out into the air.
Can I give
And
her a +2? Does that help at all?
you could give her the +2. She's gonna with this. This is a hard shot. So she's gonna have to get a 27 or better.
Oh.
Yeah.
So if a bunch of people would like to chip in points here, and then yeah, we might be able to get it up there.
5 people
But-
chip in points.
Otherwise, it's a mess.
or more than just. I'm not sure if we're gonna reach that one.
Got a 16.
I was saying 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's 11, not 10.
Yeah.
6 plus 2s to make that happen.
Well, you could do 5 plus 2s, and then I could. But
Also
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Left to that one more point.
I'll take the can't have positive all the time.
The
Plus,
miss. Okay. All right. So with that, Amethyst.
Alright, she has her patient stabilized. He is still tethered, so he shouldn't go flying out. And she has him here into the AV. And once she has that done, she will, holding onto her tether, she'll just go back across the ship to Scotty there to address his wounds and help him start to be better.
Okay. What are you going to do? Just basic first aid? Are you going to use a speed heal? What are you?
She'll use how much health did it take off of you last time?
It took off 14 health, so yeah, I'm at 6 of 50.
So if I do first aid, he would get points back, yes?
You can use your first aid to stabilize him. And yeah, we can do that.
Okay, let's do that.
First aid is typically just to stabilize, but I'm fine with that. We'll give him a couple points back.
Okay.
By a couple, I mean 2.
2
Better than
points.
nothing.
Okay, fine.
I'll take them.
Better than nothing. Like, I'd use a speed heal on you, but then if I need to use another one, then we're up a creek without a paddle.
I'm not that hurt.
I'd wait until you're that hurt.
Yeah, that's fine.
So yeah, so 21. First aid.
Alright, no problem. You are like, yeah, really good with what you do.
So Amethyst makes her way over to Sky. She checks him out, and she's like, look over at the other guy and be thankful you're not him right now.
Oh, trust me, I am.
Okay, good. Stop complaining. And she'll just start taking care of his wounds and stuff. And she's all like, not hurting anymore? Or are you still hurting?
Still feel a bit of a sting, but nothing I can't handle. Morphine helped.
She nods sharply. Like, all right, awesome. Good to know. Now, don't get shot again. Not healthy.
So...
Let's see what I can do about that one.
Wow. Captain Obvious over here. So, Scotty, yeah, you used your last turn to unjam your gun. You're getting attention from the good doctor over here now. What do you want to do?
Geez. What can Scotty do? This is a bit outside of his element. He's got to deal with people. Can't really deal with people right here.
I let you think.
What?
I can let you think on that, and we can go back to.
Amethyst is gonna look at Scotty's gun. What is Scotty using right now?
He's using an Ameritech Magnum, so it's not like a pea shooter as far as handguns go. It's actually pretty good.
Is it better than a Fabrica de Armas M2012?
I don't know what damage that does.
5d6 plus 3.
5d6 plus 3? What the hell? No, it's got a 46 plus 2.
She's gonna look at his Magnum and she's like, any good with auto fire?
No.
Okay, well, single shot works too. Do you want to try this? And she offers him her rifle.
Rifle? It's like, I'm not quite good with rifles either. I usually prefer my bat. I mean, I'm good with the handgun, but something like that, I don't think I'm gonna have any good chances.
She's like, okay, fair enough.
You want to stick your head out there and take some shots? Be my guest.
And who's gonna patch me up if I get shot?
That's a very good question.
Who's gonna patch you up if I'm dead?
Another fine question.
Have fun shooting.
He's not gonna take the weapon. And he's gonna. I think at this point he's gonna try ring Paul, Sebastian, anyone he can, which I assume is going to be if he's not gonna get anything.
Give me an odd or even.
Steven.
Come on, rolling gods. Wow, God damn it.
Odd Todd making a staunch appearance today.
Nothing at all. Completely dead.
Hey, Odd Todd.
Odd Todd.
Odd
Awkward
Todd.
cousin of even Steven.
All right, Ring.
Don't lie.
So you took a shot at them, and now they're going to return fire. And oh. Okay. So you okay, so they fire upon your AB4 again, and is this your pilot stealthily evades that shot. And he yells back at you. He says, "Turn your cannon all the way to the left." Which sounds counterintuitive because this thing is like directly behind you. And he's telling you to turn it all the way to the left.
So she's gonna kind of question it, not verbally, but she's gonna show a leap of faith here. At this point, she's thinking, okay, I'm either gonna have to take more shots at this thing, or I'm gonna have to get us back out of here. I'm assuming. Let's try it.
All right. Scotty and Amethyst. I'm going to have both of you guys roll roll a perception check for me.
Perception.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 15.
At 20.
Okay. All right. So Scotty has no clue what's about to happen. Amethyst, you feel the vehicle as you're having this exchange with Scotty. You feel the vehicle suddenly even out. You're not weaving anymore. You feel it even out, and you actually start to, rather than, there's no acceleration or anything like that. It's like the pilot's just holding steady for a moment. And you see Ring start turning so that her back is to you and Scotty in the open door. You know that this other AB4 is like directly behind you, and for whatever reason, she seems to be just turning away from this thing.
Away from it?
Yep, turning away from it.
But her back to the open door.
Yep.
Like she's kind of facing outward, while her back is going like it's the view.
No. The other side that door is still closed, and she's turning towards that door, facing that door with her back to the open side of the vehicle.
Okay.
Okay. Amethyst is going to move over to Ring, and she has no idea what's going on. The only thing that she knows is that she feels like Ring's in danger, so she's going to go over to Ring and basically cover her back, but also try to make sure that she's tethered in as well, just in case if the AV suddenly stops and she doesn't get ejected out the open door.
Okay, Scotty, what are you doing?
Scotty's gonna kind of go forward in the vehicle a little towards the driver to be like, "Hey, you got a communicator that can patch me through to the guys behind us?"
Sit down. Here, grab that headset and sit down.
Alright, I guess he kind of like untethers himself from just keeping him in the backseat, gets up, sits down, and kind of puts on that headset.
Okay. We'll entertain this for a bit. What are you doing?
And you can tell me if this is possible or not. But I want Scotty to use his Scrambler cyberware to pretty much send just the most intense white noise, whatever the hell, over to the other vehicle, just to throw them out of sorts a little. If that's something he can do.
Do you have an audio suite?
Yeah, that's what the Scrambler's in.
Okay. So, that's an interesting idea. I'm not going to do an odd or even on this one. We'll give you a skill here. What skill do you think would fit that?
Hopefully not anything involving tech, because I am terrible at that. That's a good question.
All right. So, while you are figuring that out, the pilot kind of glances over at you, motioning quickly for you to sit down.
I mean, he's sitting down.
Okay.
Sat down in the seat. I guess it's the front seat next to him.
Better strap in, buddy.
Does just that, good old seat belt. Seatbelts save lives, kids.
Yes. Don't.
Hopefully we don't have kids in our stream, but
It's Twitch. You never know who's going to be popping in.
I mean, we're very clear about it being an 18+ stream. So anybody who's in here who's not supposed to be, well, you're not supposed to be in here.
If anything, for a young teen, they see rated mature 18+, they're like, that's where I want to be.
All right. So as you're doing that, Ring, you turn the cannon all the way to the left. There's nothing over there. I mean, you're just flying along. As you get the cannon turned all the way to the left, you feel the vehicle itself. First off, I'm going to have Amethyst. I'm going to have you roll an athletics check. The vehicle itself rapidly decelerates, almost like it's been thrown into reverse.
I can imagine that's going to be a bit nauseating being connected to
23.
Okay, so you managed to hold on to Ring. As it decelerates, he banks this thing to the left. I'm going to have you roll a cool roll, Ring.
D10?
Yep.
I'll run my cool.
Nice. Okay. So the realization of what he's doing, he just rapidly decelerated the vehicle, which causes it to lose altitude. And by banking it to the left, it literally, they're going to fly right over the top of you. And you're now lined up for your shot at the underbelly of this AV9. So go ahead and roll your shot.
I'm guessing shoulder arms?
Yeah. Actually, do your basic tech first. Go ahead and roll the basic tech. You're going to get the shot regardless, but...
Yes!
What'd you get?
25.
Is that a nat? Okay, so
Nat 10.
With the nat 10, then you zero in on this thing. So roll your damage.
Okay. Ooh, and 2 6s.
And with the 2 6s. Okay. All right. So the AV you're in banks hard to you feel this craft sudden deceleration banks to the left as it starts to drop, almost dropping out of the sky. The other vehicle flies over the top of you. you're able to squeeze off a burst basically into the underbelly of the other AB. And it's you just right dead on, right straight down the middle of this thing. Scotty, you are experiencing this from the front seat, so I'm going to have you do a cool check as well.
Check.
Mm-hmm. So you're just rolling a d10 against your cool.
6, that is under.
Okay, so you manage... What is your cool, by the way?
A 10.
That's right, yeah.
Scotty's good at keeping his cool.
Yeah, you are cold as ice, man. You see... So he banks hard to the left, decelerates, banks hard to the left. You hear her fire off a burst, and you see this other vehicle go over the top of you. Smoke billowing out of the back of it. And you watch, you can tell it's going down. And your driver throttles his vehicle back up and takes off out of there. At this point, you guys are going to make it back to the hive, where they will drop you off, where they picked you up on the street out front. We're going to take a 5 or 10 minute break so everybody can use the facilities, grab something to drink. Audience, please do grab something to drink and join us in, I'm going to say 10 minutes. And we will pick up back at the hive with what happens there, and then we can figure out whether Paradox is actually enjoying the ramen that she stole or not. So we'll be right back.
See you guys in a bit.
Cause we lost everything. We had to pay the price. I saw in you what life was missing. You lit a flame that consumed my hate. I'm now one for reminiscing, but I traded all for your sweet embrace. Cause we lost everything. We had to pay the price. There's a canvas with 2 faces of fallen angels who loved and lost. It was a passion for the ages, but in the end, guess we paid the cost. A thing of beauty, I know, will never fade away. What you did to me, I know. Said what you had to say, but a thing of beauty will never fade away. Will never fade away. I see your eyes, I know you see me. You're like a ghost, you're
Oh my dear, what shall we die for?
You can change the world!
All right, and we are back. Bring that down a bit. Hello, welcome back, everybody. All right, so, yeah, well, it looks like we are still missing amethysts. Whoops. That's all right. I will give you guys the lowdown on this. So you guys fly back in. Literally do drop you off right in front of where you were at before. The pilot does not look super happy at this point. It's like, that's what we do. You're gonna get a bill for this, though.
Don't worry, it'll get paid. Not expecting to do this for nothing.
Yeah. Well, hopefully my buddy there survives this.
Our med tech is decent at her job. He should pull through. But, might want to rush him to the hospital just in case.
Yeah, so why don't you get your cargo and get off my plane?
Will do. Scotty kind of crawls to the back. Obviously, of course, returning the headset. He's not going to take off with that. He's not that rude. And,
It's not a klepto anyway, huh?
nah. He's a fair deal. He's a fair dealsman. It's not steal. But, yeah, he's gonna go the back to where Sawyer is fastened. Just kind of unfastening him. Getting his big butt out of there.
All right, he is still passed out, so you managed to get him unfastened. Are you gonna carry him, or?
Yeah, he's gonna carry the big guy out.
Okay. All right.
Heft him over his shoulder, goes, ugh! Still heavy as a brick.
All right. So you guys managed to get into the building. The combat cab takes off. Looking at it from the outside, I mean, it definitely took some damage from that autocannon. But it looks like it held up pretty well. Obviously, you guys are still alive and you didn't crash, so credit to combat cab. Get in the building, get in the elevator, head on back down to the hive. Paradox. So, did you finish your noodles, or?
Yes, she did finish the noodles.
Choked
She
them
thought
down?
if she was gonna steal them, she might as well destroy the evidence.
I was worried she's gonna throw trash after she decided she didn't like it. But the
I
rudest
was
thing to do.
debating it. I was debating it, or just putting it back. That would be funny. Yeah. She has, now that she is thoroughly not hungry, she has diverged into exploring a bit and just rummaging around, trying to find anything that she can. Not necessarily in anybody's rooms, looking through empty rooms.
Okay.
Hoping that maybe she'll find something fun.
Well, you the personnel rooms are actually up in the hotel itself, but I mean, as you're looking around down here, all of the rooms seem to have the same. It's almost like mood lighting. I mean, the lights are all dimmed. You go into the control center and you notice that all the screens are on the Bug Wars channel. They're all static.
Looks at the screens and says, well, that's not good. And then starts to look through the drawers in the control room.
Okay. Really isn't much in the drawers. Roll perception for me. Or actually, hold on just 1 second. I'm going to have you try something else with this.
Okay.
Because of what you are doing.
We're hoping for some stickers. Give us some stickers.
Stickers? That's what you want to find, is stickers? Okay.
Yep.
Dinosaur stickers, put them on all over the...
Exactly.
Anything that you could possibly look for, and you're going to look for stickers. So, all right.
Yep.
We're good. We're good
Checks
with
out.
that. Wow. This is you really are kind of nuts, aren't you? I'm going to have you do a conceal reveal objects roll for me, please.
Okay, what one is that under?
That is under awareness.
Okay. Everything is so low on my end. We'll see if we can get to awareness. I think conceal reveal is at, what, like 10?
8. 6, sorry. Yep.
Okay. Someone would like to roll for me. That would be great.
Okay.
Things are going slow.
You want to...
Hold on. We'll see if it works. I clicked on it.
Okay. And I
9.
heard it. All right.
It's a 9. It's not great.
You do find a manual in one of the drawers. It's kind of old. It says on the front cover manual operating system.
She kind of looks at it, looks disappointed. She's like, there's nothing interesting in any of these drawers. I just want some goddamn stickers.
Didn't see any
Anyway,
stickers.
she's gonna open the manual. See, hold on, maybe I can reboot the system.
Okay. Roll a perception check for me.
Not concentration. Perception. Please. Sure, there we go.
Ooh,
Wow.
I see everything.
it's a 27.
All right, so you just happen to flip through this book. I mean, it's pretty good size. It's probably 600-700 pages. And you're flipping through it, and you see there's a tagline on there that says "How to manually reboot system."
Okay, well, she is just gonna follow those instructions.
Okay.
Reboot the system.
So I'm going to have you roll a basic tech roll for me.
Okay. The technique, right?
Yes, that would be
Yep.
a section.
Load. I love my internet so much.
You're on a hotspot right now, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
The old internet's on the fritz.
It's operating better than my actual internet. It's operating better than last time. Knock on wood.
Technique, it should be the middle option of the top row. It should be where basic tech is.
For the for audience reference, we a couple of our players are newer to this, and we just changed over the character sheets that we're using. So it's a little bit of a challenge.
Getting used to new sheets.
Might have to have somebody roll for me.
Sure. What's your modifier?
I'm not sure for basic tech.
I'll pull it. Modifier of 8.
Alright. That is a 13.
Okay. So you start doing what it told you to do. Basically, you know, the basics. Control Alt Delete. You do find a keypad in one of the. It's not really a drawer. You kind of punching buttons on the panel, and one of the panels opens up, and there's a keypad there. So you start doing what it tells you to do, and all the screens come up with looks like a timer bar, and it says manual reset in progress. Just then you hear the elevator ding, as if someone's coming down.
Alright. Paradox is focused on watching this bar go down, and she kind of tilts her head to kind of look at the elevator and see what's going on, and she's like, it better be them, otherwise I'm gonna be real worried that I'm gonna be the only one here to do shit.
You have all the stickers to yourself.
Exactly. Well, she's gonna have all the stickers anyway. She's not gonna share.
She'd have to find them first. She doesn't know where they are.
Exactly. But she will. She will find the stickers.
Given enough weeks, you'll find it eventually.
All right. Oddly enough, you guys get onto the elevator, and you get the doors closed, enter the code to take you down, and as the elevator goes down, the lights actually dim in the elevator. You get to the bottom, and it just sits there for a few seconds before finally the doors come open. Inside, all the lights are dimmed, which is odd. That's never really happened before. The lights in the fish tank and the aquarium that's in the main greeting room are completely out. And you are at base. Paradox, you hear the elevator doors open. Scotty, you have the cargo, I'm going to call them the cargo, over your shoulder, so what are you doing with them?
Guessing the first thing that Scotty's going to do is we have a containment, something like that here, right?
You
something
do.
To put the guy in? Okay.
Yes.
So Scotty's going to make his way towards that room. I guess looking at the lights, and it's like, Sebastian just fully die this time.
So you hear this coming from the other room, Paradox.
He looks up and says, "Took you fuckers long enough to get back here?" Says, "Yep, he's been out. I haven't been able to get a hold of you or him or anyone."
Well, that's because, I'm taking a guess on this, but I think all of our communications go through Sebastian. So when he goes down, so does our communications.
Guys, yeah, we might need to work on that.
Yeah, no shit. We have to leave Paul behind.
Oh. Well, that fucking sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
To-
No.
Totally unfazed, doesn't really care. Still looking for stickers.
Scotty finds the containment. What is it? What's the containment like? Is it like kind of one of those bulletproof plexiglass clear containers, or like jail bars? What's our
It's one of so the standard rooms down here are circular rooms. They're pretty good size. They're probably 30 feet by 30 feet. This one has a hallway that runs right down the middle. That's probably about 8 feet wide. And the sections to each side are separated into 2 separate cells. And it looks like glass walls. Probably about an inch thick. And they're basically look like prison cells. I mean, they're not like stark prison cells. I mean, they actually look kind of comfortable. But they're holding cells.
Guess this guy's just gonna throw Sawyer.
Okay.
I'm guessing the guy is still out. Like,
Yep.
I'm just gonna toss him in and just lock it
Amethyst is gonna look at Scotty and be like, why are you tossing him in there?
Because I don't know if I'm staying here right.
So I can't have him in the med bay to go and make sure he's okay and that he'll actually live?
Then go grab him. Go grab him.
No,
Dude,
you go put him in the med bay.
I'm a little shot up right here.
I will take care of you over there too. Chop chop, let's go.
Just grab the guy yourself. I gotta think about something. Scotty, he kind of heads over to the couch and sort of like slumps over, like he's thinking, right? He's weighing something.
Ring?
Ring's kind of been quiet through all of this, but she'll kind of play around, hearing Amethyst. She'll just go over, grab the guy, and go, "Where do you want him?" Like she's not arguing. She's letting Scotty his heels for a minute. Her arm's still kind of hanging limp at her side because it's messed up at the moment. Hurting her anyway. She'll look over at Paradox and Sebastian been out for a time. Yes.
Yeah.
Rummaging through the drawers again. Says, "Yep, been out the entire time."
She'll kind of freeze and look at Paradox.
Stickers. Duh.
Duh, wasn't it obvious? What else would I be doing?
Ring's just gonna kind of shake her head. Shit right now. Where do you want this fucker, Amethyst?
I want him on the med bay. I'll look at everyone who's injured. I'll take care of everyone's injuries. Just, gotta be over there.
It's gonna be a knot. It's gonna kind of not just go. Paradox, quit looking for stickers and get me a beer, please. Please. She'll go take care of dropping the guy where.
Okay.
Paradox stops looking for stickers, goes to the fridge, grabs one of Paul's Guinnesses, and brings it over to Ring.
Okay. I'm sure Paul will appreciate all of this. It's good.
I think Paul's about used to it with Ring at this point. She's bummed cigarettes and beer off of him.
Wow. The lesson here: don't leave your stuff unattended. All right, so it takes you guys probably a good 10 minutes to do all that. While you were in the Paradox was in the control room, Ring. While you're in there, you notice all the screens in there are... They basically are rebooting. The system says it's on a manual reboot right now.
You said there was like progress bar. Is
Yep.
there anything that tells us like how long this is?
The only ones that see this right now is Paradox and Ring.
Right.
Oh, there. What was going on here?
Kind of shrugs and says, I rebooted the system. Points to the manual and says, while I was looking for stickers, I just happened upon this manual, and so figured I might as well give it a try.
And you didn't think to do this sooner while we were out. Got it.
No.
Go let the guys know. She's stand there watching this while she's chugging.
Looks the bar looks like it's probably you're guessing. It looks like it's probably 3/4 of the way done.
Paradox shuffles with the blanket. The Scotty looks down at him. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Saying we had no choice but to leave one of our guys behind. I think that might be.
Yeah, Paul's got his shit together. He'll be fine.
We didn't see what
Anyway.
we just came out of. That place, it was a war zone, all right. That wasn't any small gang fight or anything. People, that whole place, I would be surprised if it wiped off the map.
He just shrugs again and says, well, Sebastian is rebooting, and like opens up part of the blanket and hands him a roll of tape.
Tape?
Yep.
He looks at it and is like, what am I supposed to do with this? What is this?
I don't know. It's not stickers, but it's the closest thing I have to it. You can have it.
Thanks. I'm still trying to get your deal. I think that's you trying to be nice.
She shrugs and then shuffles off without saying anything else.
Whatever. Sets the tape. Coffee tape. On the couch.
Tape. It's good stuff. It's tape. I'm just kidding. Is it duct tape or well, what is it? It's duct
I don't know, it's like
can do
Scotch
something
tape.
with. Scotch tape.
Yep.
It's when you need to wrap some Christmas presents, you're set, man. Ring. So it's that bar is getting down to almost done.
Kind of watching it. Kind of replaying her, seeing what happened in her head as she's standing there. All of a sudden, she just kind of looks at the bottle. She's drained the thing at that point, and then she just kind of throws it at the wall.
Okay.
I would say probably close to the door, so if anybody comes walking in, watch out.
Amethyst, you have your patient in the med bay. The others you've been able to, with the exception of Scotty, I think you've been able to patch them up reasonably. This guy he's still out cold, but what do you want to do with him?
He wants to check his vitals, make sure he's not going to die on her, do a blood draw to figure out what in the world is the drug that is swimming through his systems.
Okay.
Possibly put him on an IV drip so that way he's hydrated.
Okay. So you're basically treating him more or less like a overdose patient, which is good.
Yeah.
All right. So as you set your tape down on the table, Scotty, Paradox turns and she starts walking away. And where are you walking off to? Any idea, Paradox?
Probably towards the kitchen.
Towards the kitchen. Okay. Amethyst, you're just getting ready to do the blood draw. And Ring, the bar disappears. You throw your bottle, it crashes on the wall, and it's like the instant that bottle hits the wall and shatters, you see the number 3 pop up on all these screens. 1 second, 3, 2, 1. And the whole facility goes completely black. Everything is shut down. You guys are completely in the dark. No power.
What did you guys do?
I didn't do jack shit! Ring yells back. Probably yell back.
Paradox runs into the kitchen table and just goes, "Ow!"
Amethyst?
She's just gonna yell out the F word in a very long, loud voice.
Fuck! Yeah, I got it.
Pretty much. And then she's gonna yell at everyone and be like, "Get it back working now!"
Anybody want to respond to that?
Like, what the fuck you expect me to do? That's what we got the guy over there for, was all the techie shit.
Gonna yell back, "He ain't gonna be doing shit until I'm able to get him to wake up!"
What the shit? Mother.
Does anyone have a flashlight?
Amethyst is gonna respond back with, "Who doesn't have a flashlight?"
Paradox chimes in and says, "Me."
Me?
No stickers and no flashlight. Man, life's rough.
I'm gonna go start looking for a damn flashlight or a way to get the lights on. Get off your asses, do something.
Amethyst is just gonna look around in disbelief. Who are these crazy people?
So
She'll
just
go over to her cabinet and she'll pull out some headlamps. Like, "I got 3. I'm keeping 1.
So just as you're going over and you grab out the headlamps and shout that out to everybody, you start hearing this clicking sound, like ballast clicking. And first, all the lights pop back on, and then everything else starts to come up. You standing in the control room, Ring, the screens start to come up, run through what looks like a diagnostic, and return to what you would have expected walking in there. Some of them are cameras around the building, some of them are display screens. It looks like the facility is returning to what would be full power.
Sebastian? You say you're fucking working? Finally? And nothing. Fuck. Watch this. Sebastian.
I have this urge to go max headroom.
Now that Scotty kind of It's like,
Okay.
Sebastian back?
No.
Damn it. Sebastian? Sake. If anyone knows if Paul is alive or not, it's Sebastian, and he's still on the fritz. I thought this was supposed to be him something.
Ring's gonna kind of clench her jaw and go, at this point, we need to move forward and just expect that he's not making it back.
Scotty,
Given,
go ahead.
just gonna kind of look at Scott and be like, given what we just walked out of. Unless they, by some miracle, left. I would.
Scotty is kind of silent. So you can probably tell that he's hearing what she's saying, and he's got like a bunch of different. He goes, no, I'm not ready to give up on him yet. None of us have anything. We came into the Bureau, we lost everything. All our friends, all our family, all our allies, all our connections. Right now, the closest thing we have to any of that is each other. I don't know about you, but I don't want to lose one of the few I have right now. Especially not the most experienced one. So, can't believe I'm saying this. I think we need to go back out there. I think we need to go find him.
Amethyst hear any of this?
Sure.
Look at Scotty and part of life.
Yeah, I know that. Trust me. That doesn't mean I'm gonna sit back and let it happen.
No point in getting attached.
This isn't. I'm gonna call this getting attached. Whatever. Point is, right now, there's only us. Only the three of us. Taking a hit like that is not something we can afford. We want to keep living. We don't have much, alright? We gotta make sure what we do have. So with or without you guys, I'm going to find a way out there. I want to find if he's alive or not. At least try.
Amethyst is gonna think for a moment, and she's gonna be like, alright, let's say you go out there. You try to find him. All that fun stuff. What makes you think you're going to find him? Number one. Two, why not try to help me get this guy back on his feet so that way he can fix Sebastian, and then Sebastian could find Paul for us?
I don't trust Sebastian. What makes you think that he gives a damn? Because the way he sees it, it could be too much of a risk to go find him. He might lie to us, tell us he's dead, even if he isn't, just so he doesn't risk another asset out there.
But he needs Paul just as much as we do, if you think about it.
Really? Because as long as I've been in the Bureau, I've heard nothing but people dying all the damn time.
People die.
Sebastian doesn't give a shit about this. I'm going out.
Paradox takes the last dregs of her box, making that awful noise that happens when you get to the bottom. And she looks over at Amethyst and says, "Yeah, that was cold."
Like, I mean, think about the realm that I live in. People die all the time, no matter how much I try to save.
Says, "Whatever. Scotty, if you want to go out, find a car, and we'll go out to the Badlands. I know them like the back of my."
Paradox. She was like, yeah, I think we should do that.
Ring's gonna cut in there and be like, guys, look, I get where you're coming from. I get it, okay? I really do. No man left behind. It was drilled into my head fucking day one. Do you really think Paul's gonna put up with y'all going against what he has also tried to drill into y'all?
So just as you guys are coming into that part of the conversation, you hear a rustling noise and a loud, "Holy shit! Whoa! Wow, what a trip!"
Ring's gonna look over and go, well,
Where the fuck am I?
Paradox just, oh, you guys did drugs without me? Fine.
We found him, like,
Ah.
Ring's jaw's gonna tend and look over at Paradox and go, no. No.
Paradox just gets a shit-eating grin on her face.
Ah, damn, this looks like a... What is this place? Oh, this looks like a lab or something. I wonder what's in these cabinets over here. And you hear some rustling around, and
No.
Amethyst is gonna go over to him, bonk him on the head, and point back to the bed. She goes, "You sit, stay, move, and I will knock your ass out."
oh wow, hey, where did you come from?
As I
Holy!
say,
And he reaches out really gently and pokes you really quickly, pokes you in the chest. He's like, "Whoa, damn, you're real! What the hell?"
yes,
I'm really gonna knock you out if you don't do as I say.
Well, you don't have to be hostile. I mean, shit, what did I do to you?
Go sit down. Shut up.
I mean, really, I didn't do anything to you, did I?
at this point, Scotty enters the med bay with Amethyst and this guy are. He looks at the guy and goes, Sawyer,
Yeah, that's me, I think. Yeah, that's me. Who the hell are you?
Paradox.
what in... We're the ones who saved your life.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I think. Okay.
Paradox shuffles in behind Scotty. Says, "Do you have any more of what you just took?"
He starts patting around on him. So he's like, "Whoa. Did you actually, like, take the clothes off of him? That he didn't have much on him. He only had, like, a pair of underwear and some
He didn't
socks."
get very far before the lights went out.
Oh, gotcha. So he starts patting patting himself. He's like, "Well, oh, this is embarrassing. Yeah, probably not. Unless they're in that sock. I got a sock. I can check my sock if you want."
Don't even bother. I can't even find stickers. Walks off.
Ring's gonna come in about that point, pretty much passing Paradox's chief off. Just tell him what the fuck. So that we shit.
Yeah.
Job. All right. Yeah. What? You got a job?
Yeah, first, you need
What
to
kind of
understand
job?
the situation you're in. Because I don't know if you... But there's a lot of people that want you. And a lot of people... He just took you out of a... All people looking to kill you. I don't know what you did to piss those people off. That doesn't matter now. What matters is that we, graciousness of our hearts, decided to bring you here and keep your ass alive. That's
So
why Go ahead.
As he's listening to you, you see him. I mean, he's a short guy, but he's kind of rotund. But you see him just kind of deflating as he's listening to you.
Does he at least look like he's listening?
Yeah, he does. Looks like he's listening very intently to you. He's not looking at you. He's just kind of, it's like, oh, man.
Look, here's the deal, all right? As long as you're with us, we'll consider you disappeared from. No one is going to know you're. No one's going to come after you. In return, work for us.
Is that... Well, is that the job? Is that what you're talking about?
Part of it, yes, but it's a job, but the overall thing is that you're here now. And you're gonna stay working with us.
Yeah, we're okay. Sort of. Well, wait, where is here exactly? I've been in, I've been in a different place for a while now, and yeah, where's here?
That's honestly, we don't got the time to explain everything, every little thing to you right now. We'll catch you up on all that later. Right now, we need you to hook up some black boxes to the system here.
You need me to hook up black boxes to the system here.
We need the data off the black boxes.
Oh. All right. Well, can I maybe get some clothes first? Do you think? Maybe something to eat? I like hot dogs. And, I like Guinness, too.
Well, don't know if we got hot dogs. We definitely got some Guinness, though. Clothes? Kind of let's see. I think Paul's should fit him.
Amos looks at him like, no. Or like, several clothes stitched together would fit him.
Look, his clothes will do better than any of ours.
Guys, and she's like, he's not going anywhere until I figure out what the hell was in his blood. And I make sure he doesn't keel over before he starts working. So why don't you go shopping for clothes for him and don't steal Paul's clothes, because Paul's gonna kill you if you do that.
Paul already gonna kill y'all for as much shit as y'all we've taken from him, so what's one more thing?
She doesn't know about all the things that have been taken, but she's just like, no, we're not gonna use Paul's clothes for that. That's dumb. This guy is so fat, he's not gonna fit in anything.
How about don't worry about shopping? And instead
She looks at Scotty and she goes, he's not doing shit until he gets better, so you might as well go get him clothes. Bye.
How about instead we go find Paul? I'm not gonna go waste my ass shopping. And we have a man out there, right? A man that we left behind to save your ass, he points at Sawyer. So how about while you figure all that stuff out, Amethyst, the rest of us go find our missing man.
He goes, sure, but I'm not getting him clothes.
Fine.
Ring's gonna pipe in at that point. She's gonna look straight at Scotty and go, and yeah, how do you expect me, one, to fight when my arm's fucked up? You've been bleeding. Use your damn brain, kid. Wait until we are able to do it. Let's get the information we can and heal up.
Amethyst points to Ring and she goes, see?
Like I said, we don't know how long, we don't know what kind of situation he's in now. The longer we wait, or we're willing, the more we're risking him dying out if he isn't already. And as I said, right now is the best time to do it. Because if Sebastian comes back up, I don't trust him to want to get Paul back. You know people die all the time in this bureau. Sebastian clearly doesn't give a shit about any of these lines.
She looks at her patient and she goes, "Shut up and lay down."
Paradox pops back in. Damn it! Shut the fuck up, guys. What shirt size are you? Pants. We'll get you some goddamn clothes.
I like you. You're real, right?
Well, I'm what? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Who
It doesn't
knows?
matter.
Anyway.
I'm going with her because she makes
Amethyst
sense.
puts him back into the bed and she goes, "You're staying here to get better.
You're awfully
She
pushy,
can
lady.
get you whatever, but you're staying here."
Man. So-
Paradox says, "I want fucking stickers, and I need stickers. Oh, now anyway."
So, if I could, she asked me a question. Can I? And he looks at you, Amethyst, and say, "Can I answer her question?"
As long as you stay seated.
Yes, ma'am. Anyway, he looks over at you, Paradox, and he's like, "Hey, double X, size 40 waist." Yeah, okay, 42. Anyway, size 13.
35.
Would you just what are you?
She smirks at him. Obviously, she was joking.
Oh man. Anyway, size 13 shoes. Yeah,
I don't need fucking man. But I'll get you a shirt.
Oh, all right. How about some hot dogs?
No, those are gross.
Well, okay. You got anything else to eat?
Not anymore.
Amethyst sighs and she goes, "Go, Paradox."
Okay.
And she looks at her patient again and she goes,
Sorry.
"You, lay down. Last time I asked you before I actually put you down."
So, oof, man, he kind of glances at her and he glances over at Scotty and Ring and he's like kind of points over to. He's like, "Is she really in charge or something? What's going on?"
No, she's not. She just.
I am in charge of this med bay, and you, I'm trying to make sure you don't die, so lay down.
All right. Just, make sure your hands are warm.
Gives him a look like, really?
I gotta, I like a little, anyway, yeah.
With that, Paradox throws her blanket and empty juice box at Scotty and walks off.
Amethyst now does give him the IV drip, and she says, "Now, what drug did you take that knocked your ass out?"
What drug is this you're giving me?
I'm not giving you a drug. I'm asking you, what drug did you take?
Well, that's no fun.
Well, if you tell me what drug you took, then I can accommodate.
Well, you see, there was this. Yeah, I don't know.
That's okay. After she connects him to the IV, he then slips in an anesthetic to knock him out.
All right, you knock him back out.
My God, he wouldn't shut up. So then she does a blood draw to figure out what in the world was in his blood and runs the tests and all that fun stuff.
Perfect. And I think we'll end off with this right there. We are doing I am going to be doing a special stream on Monday night with Raiden or Paul, so that we can tell the story of what actually happened to Paul during this time. So yeah, anybody out there who would like to see that, I will be getting that stream announcement up here probably tonight yet. But join us Monday for that. We do the BOR every Friday night from 7 to 10. And we also have a secondary stream, a podcast that we do called The Update Log, which is focused on the gaming industry and concepts in the gaming industry. It's kind of an open chat piece that we do with the audience and share some news from the industry as well as just some knowledge that we've obtained over the years. So with that, I'm going to go around the horn once again real quick and introduce the players for anybody who was not here at the beginning. Scotty, let's start with you.
Hi. So, once again, I play Scotty Sims, the talker. He's good at talking with. He's a wheeler and a dealer. The rat, his handle, gives you a bit of an idea of kind of how he handles things. But he's also apparently the person not giving up on Paul. Do I know a Johnny Sins? That sounds very familiar. I know I've heard that name. What's that?
The porn star, bro.
I don't. Okay, to be fair, I do not know how I've heard that name before.
Wow.
Do we have to talk about something here?
No. I was like, that's a name I've heard before. I promise you, I have not. I must have heard it down the grapevine from somewhere else.
Gosh.
Listen, I gotta go.
Yeah.
Let's hand it off to someone else now.
GG.
Well, now that Scotty has outed himself, how about you, Paradox?
Paradox is batshit crazy. Haven't caught on to that. She face, good lord, is she freaking nuts.
She's sweet. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Sure, if she's, we'll go with that.
And how about you, Ring?
So I play Harper Young, or Ring, and yeah, I had a blast tonight actually getting to light a little bit more into Harper and getting to see a little more conflicting side of her, some of her background with more torn and emotional, not quite so psychotic. She had been. An interesting change of pace for her.
Absolutely. And Amethyst.
I play Amethyst, also known as Fidelio Davenport. She is the med tech who, even though she has nothing else to live for, she'll fight to keep people alive. That is something that she's good at. But she really doesn't like taking shit from people who can't keep their shit together. So don't be surprised if she slips some anesthesia into your IV just to shut you up.
Wow.
I'm feeling that Amethyst and Paradox might not get along now. She definitely does not have her shit together.
I think for Amethyst, she more so blames Sawyer for the condition and the situation that they're in. She just doesn't want to take his crap right now. She fought so hard to keep him alive. The last thing she needs is him to do something stupid to kill himself again. Right. When they need him after they've sacrificed so much. But I think more so that's what she's like irritated about than anything else.
All right. Thank you very much for that run through real quick, guys. Like I said, we'll be doing a special broadcast on Monday evening with Paul to go through his side of what happened, basically parallel to tonight's story, and then next Friday we will pick up from there and see. We'll find out Monday whether Paul actually survived, or I don't know. We'll see what happened. And then the following Friday, we'll find out what our group here is going to do with their techie and whether they are going to go back out looking for Paul and go pick a fight with Arasaka, maybe.
And if Paradox gets her stickers.
And if Paradox
Gotta
gets
know.
her stickers,
Most
yes.
important part. I'm sure everyone will be to that.
Right. We might have to add like a special thing that people can do to give Paradox some stickers.
There
That'd
we
be
go.
Fantastic. All right, with that, I'm going to say good night, everybody. We're going to go ahead and raid into a friend of ours. Dat Boyo Nate is streaming some Dungeons and Dragons right now. So please do check him out and, stick around and show him some love. And we look forward to seeing everybody back here Wednesday and Friday next week. With that, thank you very much for being here. And off we go.
See you guys next time.
Thank you.